personal. Look at this. Oh my God. So I'm in my room. Now, a lot of you guys ask me, like, how do I, like, cause like right there where my backdrop is, that's like air. Cause that's like where my steps go. So like my dressers right here, can you see my dressers? That's where the wall is, right? And then over there is air. So I have that, like I have it velcroed to my ceiling. And then behind that is the blue one. So let me come over here because you're kind of weird. I don't know. So I'm in my room. Can you guys see? Let me go up. See the ceiling fan, the ceiling light? So I have that turned off because when I have it turned on, it's terrible lighting. So is this okay, this lighting here? Let me know. Okay, let me get my glasses on here. I'm in my PJs. I did put a little lip gloss on, but that's about it. I just have my hair, you know. Okay, let me say hi. Hey, Chicago. Hi, BTU. Oh, good. You got a notification. Hi, Trey. Hi, Unveiled Creations. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Lady Di. Hi, Angelica. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Trey. Okay, good. Lights are fine. Good. Because let me show you. Listen, don't crack on my pajama pants. Okay, let me show you. Look, see my pajama pants? What are they? They're Care Bears. Don't laugh at me, okay? I like the Care Bears. Let me just show you. See how it looks? If I have that light on, see how it does that? So that's why I don't have it on. So then I have my ring light on, but that's it. Hold on. I don't want to keep moving the table because I have you rigged. If you were to see how I have this rigged, you guys would laugh. But anyway, at least now you remember I said my room's in the attic. So this was the old. So they converted this attic years and years, like what, 40 years ago or what have you. So it's a room. But you see how dark the wood is? And then the trim is the light wood, right? So it's so dark. That's why I'm like, it's way too dark in here. You know? You wear Hello Kitty. Yes, I like all that stuff. These are just Walmart. And this here, these, you know what I wear to sleep in? These are the men's Hanes shirts. You know what I mean? That's what I like to wear. I like big. I like to be comfy. You know what I'm saying? Sweatpants, big shirts at home. You know, I told you I'm a catfish. When I go out, I have makeup on, I have my ponytail on, I look decent, and this is what I look like 90% of the time, okay? You're in a onesie? Oh my God, I love those pajamas. Yes, please hit the 3 dots and hit the thumbs up button, please. Thank you so much. So I figured it's 10 o'clock my time. And so it's 7 o'clock on the West Coast. I figured let's try this and just see how this time works for everybody. Because I never know what time to go live, you know? Sam's Club had them on sale. What, the onesies? Ooh. We have a BJ's. We do have a Sam's Club, but the Sam's Club is like 30 minutes away. I mean, it's not that far. They have a bunch of, I know. Before my mom passed, well, I had got one of those, it looks like a unicorn, you know, with the hood and stuff. Do I have it? I don't know. I thought it was right over here. I was going to show you. Anyway, so my mom was like, I want one. So I got her one. And I actually have a picture with her wearing it. And so it reminds me of her. She loved it. Oh my God, she loved them so much. It's 7 p.m. Yeah, see? Like, let me tell you what I had for dinner. I made my meatloaf. I had mashed potatoes and corn. Let me ask you all a question. Tell me the truth, right? I love mixing my vegetables with my mashed potatoes, like my corn, but my favorite vegetable with mashed potatoes is peas. Now, my kids don't like peas, and I can't eat peas plain, but you got some mashed potatoes? Yes. Yes. I love food, okay? We could talk about food all night long, and I'll be happy. How to tell a girl I am sorry. You just say I'm sorry. Girls are easy. You know what? A lot of people think girls are so hard. No, as long as you generally mean it, you know. Oh my God, how do you do that? The texture. What texture? Tell me what you're talking about. Are you allergic to peas? Oh my God. You love, I know, isn't it good? Peas and mashed potatoes. Oh my God, I love it. Anyway, let me know if this is a good time. Oh, my eyes, are you kidding me? Thank you. You did this one, it's hard, and you meant, oh, I'm so sorry. What's your opinion on hot Cheetos? I don't like hot Cheetos, but my son loves them. He gets it's in a black bag. It's the extra hot Cheetos. He loves them. Oh, you're in my closet, are you? My fish talks to me in Latin on Saturday evenings. Oh, that's nice. At least you don't feel alone. Hey, Tammy, how are you? What is the baby sleeping? Let me know. Let me know what's going on. How's everybody doing? Let me know. What did you guys think of my on my vlog channel, my last video? What do you guys think of that? Like, let's talk about that for a minute. If you are a content creator or what have you, Jesus Christ saves. Amen to that. You're right. Glory to God. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you called me live, Crystal. What do you think about that? Like with friends, just in general? Well, not even a content creator, anybody. Do you guys? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it easy to have friends nowadays? Let me know. Are you from Korea? Oh, I would love to go to Korea. Be patient and try to talk to her, but also give her a little time. That's true. Because, like, I don't know what you did. Did you cheat on her? Is there something bad like that? Because that, like, I'm sorry. That's not going to cut it. Like, what, you got to give us some more info. But you got the right women in here. We'll tell you the truth. Older you are, the harder. Isn't that true? Like, I have friends from high school, but I always hate Tara, but I always got along better with guys. Always, even when I was younger. You know what it is? Guys aren't catty. They don't really gossip. You know what I mean? They tell you like it is. I've always gotten along better with guys, But the friends that I have, like, and I'm not talking like just in general, I have, like I've always stayed in contact with, I mean, like when you have kids, you have different lives, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But boy, I'll tell you, I came to YouTube because I was very, very, very depressed, and I'll tell you, I never knew nothing about social media. Boy, I'll tell you, I found out. But here's the good thing. Social media really saved my life. That's the truth. Like if I had to do it all over again, I would absolutely do social media. 100%. I would just do it differently, because my God, I wanted to be friends with everyone. My friends are YouTube. My schedule's crazy. Yeah. Well, you got a little one though, Tammy. When my kids were little, I didn't have time for friends at all. Like even friends I went to school with, I just didn't. I didn't have friends. I didn't have time because my kids always came first, Yes, please do the thumbs up. Like hit the 3 dots right here and then thumbs it up. I seen this. I want to see what this is real quick. Remember I told you, I mean, we're not going to stay long playing a game, but I want to see what this is. This is called Hella Awkward. And I just want to like see what a couple of these cards are. I just opened them up. Oh, really quickly. I don't know what you can see. Okay, I'm going to try to move it because it's table. Look, I put pink glitter handles on my dresser. Do you see? The only thing is, okay, now I got to move back over. The only thing is, I got to be careful. I can't use it to open because the screws that it came with aren't the right size screws. So they're just like hanging by a thread. So it's just to look at. I got to order the right size screws. Like the length is okay, but you can't screw it in, It's not a good screw. Those are the worst. Okay, I'm going to stop. You have a few, yes. I have some too. I do. Like, I really, really do. It's just, you just got to be careful. That's all. So, yeah. You're from New Zealand. Hi, how are you? What's the weather where you guys at? It's actually nice in Jersey. I live in New Jersey. Oh, it's 10-10. Make a wish. You know how they say it's 49 degree. Can you see? Oh, hold on. It's 49 degrees. Can you use the screws from the ones you removed? Well, I did that, but the holes were too small. Trust me, I already did that. I tried. I mean, not too small, too thick. Like Chicago, you get me to talk nasty now, okay? Screws and thick and all that stuff. It's too late at night for that. It just didn't work. I tried that too. Oh, thank you. I don't even know where. I think I got these at Walmart. I just put this and a little lip gloss on so I didn't look so bad because I just got out of the shower. So cool having these from different. I know, isn't that nice, Carl? I love it so much. There's a few places that I would love to go. That's on my bucket list. I want to go to Japan. I would love to go to Australia. You want to know why I want to go to Australia? I want to see a kangaroo. I want to get close to it. Okay. Now I heard the bugs were real big there. I don't know. But I love Australian accents. Oh my God. Don't you guys love accents? I love them so much. Let's see. Me too. You want to see is that a kangaroo? I can't tell. You know I can't see stuff, Crystal. You look like you're in my mid-30s. No, keep going up a lot. But thank you so much. I have a son. My oldest son is 29. Oh, koala. Oh, a koala bear. They're so cute. Okay, so let me just see. I want to read these. I'm just going to pick one out and see what this is. And let me know if this is a game you guys would like to play. 40, 45. Keep going. I'm 48. Almost 50. It's beautiful. Oh, you're in Australia? Oh my God, Leslie, you're so lucky. The difference, I think, with Australia and the States, like, so we're headed into winter, and I think you guys are headed into summer, right? I think it's like the opposite. You lived in Japan, didn't love it. Really? See, I heard Japan was real clean and stuff. You know, I got OCD. Um, how old are you? I am 48. You mean 69? Now, come on, I don't look that bad, Mark. Okay. So this kind of like is real awkward. It's not like would you rather, okay? I'm 49. No, I'm 48. That's right. Think how old I was. I'm 48. Am I or am I 40? No, I'm 48. It don't matter. You know what? Let them, it's engagement. I don't care. As long as I don't say nothing racist, I don't care. Okay, so this is where you would just have conversations. So here's an example. It says, tell us the story of the first time getting wasted. We need all the deets. So it's the kind of stuff like that, like just awkward stuff. You know what I mean? Mark is just trolling. That's all right. Let him troll. You know, do you guys think that's something? Yeah, I'm going to be 20. Do you know what's funny? My mother used to always say she was 29 all the time on her birthdays. And we believed it, me and my brother, until one day me and my brother were like, you're 29 again. God, it's so funny when you're younger. You believe everything that you're told. Yeah, some of them were like, you know. Yes, Melissa, I'm so glad you made it to my live. I figured I'm just trying different times. Hey, Stephanie, just to see what works best because I know like everybody's in different time zones. Your mother's, yeah, mine too. But she was a great woman, mine too. My mother, this Thanksgiving, November 28th, exactly, it'll be 5 years since my mom's been gone. My mom passed away on Thanksgiving, but this Thanksgiving is the first year that it's going to be on the exact day, November 28th. Hi, the Best Slade twins. Oh, Lord, let me tell you something. Are you a twin? I almost got expelled from school because there were these two twins, okay? His Terrence and Tevis, okay? And I had home economics. I know you my OGs, you know this story. True story, okay? And we were in 11th grade. And home economics back then was So half of the year you had sewing, so like you made like pillows and stuff like that. And the other half of the year you had cooking. They taught you how to cook like certain things. So I did the cooking and Tevis did the washing the dishes. That was the job. And you guys know I was bad. Okay. So I had a lighter. Now, back then in the early 90s, 1990s, do you guys remember the big flannels that were in style? You wore a shirt and then you had that big flannel. And you guys remember back then, even pajamas were flammable, right? You guys remember that. Now they don't make the clothes flammable. Okay. But they used to be flammable. All right. So I had a lighter and I'm just going like this. I'm just messing with him, going like this to him because my cooking was already done. He was doing the dishes. So I was just watching him. So I was bored and I'm going like this to him. And he's like, stop playing. And I'm going like this, just messing with them. It got on his shirt and his whole arm lit on like this, lit up. And I'm going like this. I didn't know what to do. I was in shock. He takes the flannel off and, we're stepping on it. He didn't get burnt or nothing like that because, he got it off real quick. But I almost got expelled for that. I got 10 days suspended. It was an accident. Oh God, I still see the twins. We call them twin, right? I still see them once in a while. And every time I see Tevis, he's like, oh, you tried to light me on fire. I'm like, it was an accident. Fire. I know. I can't believe that happened. Thank God they don't make flammable shirts anymore. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Remember those big flannel like shirts and stuff that we would wear? I was bad in school. Bad. Not like bad where I like cussed teachers out and stuff like that. I didn't do that type of stuff. I did have respect, but I was bad. Hey Danielle, how are you? We are at almost 800 subscribers over here. Can you believe it? I am shocked. That is so exciting. Let's see. Naughty girl. I know. It was an accident, though. I didn't mean it. But it's so funny. So, God, that happened. Okay, I would have graduated in 1994. So that happened in 1993. So how long ago was that? And I still see him. What was that? 31 years ago? And he still throws it up in my face 31 years ago. I'm like, are you going to ever get over it? Oh, God. And oh, thank you so much, Curls. Yeah, hit the like button. So do you guys have any crazy stories like that? Oh, thank you, Best Slay Twins. What's the craziest story from school? Gosh, I don't know if I can get too crazier than that. You know what my issue was? I went to school to socialize. I didn't go to school to learn, which was terrible. Okay, gosh, I was so stupid back then. Back then, you thought you knew everything. At least I did. I did. I literally went to school to socialize, to see my friends. Stupid stuff. Or when I was 14, true story. So you know how people tell stories how like they snuck out of the house and all that? I never had to. I would just walk out of the house. But this is how ignorant I was. So I was like 14 and wouldn't come home all night. And, my mom would write me letters or she would threaten to put me in military school or she, would call the cops or what have you. And in my head, I thought, well, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm grown. I'm 14 because I wasn't drinking at that time. I didn't I didn't smoke cigarettes or anything like that. I wasn't having sex, nothing like that. I was just hanging with my friends. So for me, I was like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I can hang out. What's wrong with that? Now that I have kids, if my kids at 14 didn't come home all night, oh my God. What the, do you ever wish like you can go back in time and it's like, oh my God, what I put my mother through? But I really did. I thought she overreacted. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Crazy. Me and my friends, we would walk to 7-Eleven. Do you guys still have 7-Eleven if you live in the States? Our 7-Eleven just closed down a couple months ago. But because the 7-Elevens are going away. A lot of this old 7-Elevens are like laundromats now. But me and my friends, so like uptown, like if you follow my vlog channel, when you see me going uptown, right? We would walk to go to 7-Eleven to get the chili cheese fries. I mean, it'd be 10, 11 o'clock at night on the weekend. Me and my friend Cammie, the one who has the peach tree, I had the peach trees. And we didn't think we did anything wrong. I mean, how dangerous was that? But mind you, there was no internet. So we're talking about the early 90s. There was no internet. You didn't know any, like back then, even commercials, they didn't put like tampon commercials or condoms or anything unless it was like past 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? It was so different back then. Like you were very naive, you know? Like I have a story to tell you. My grandmother, see, we were raised very sheltered, and my grandmother was raised very, very sheltered. So my grandmother was born in 1927, and my grandmother passed away. She was almost 92 years old. So she was raised, her mother taught her if you kissed a boy, you got pregnant. True story. Okay. So my grandmother told me her nickname was Toby. They called her Toby. And so her Aunt Adele came in and said, Toby, what are you doing? Because my grandmother was brushing her teeth really, really hard. Now, mind you, she was 21 years old. Okay. So this had to be in the 40s then, right? She was born in 1927. And so her Aunt Adele comes in and was like, Toby, what's the matter? Like I said, and she's really scrubbing, brushing her teeth. And she goes, I'm pregnant. So her Aunt Adele says, what do you mean you're pregnant? And she goes, well, Bob, which was my biological grandfather. She goes, well, Bob kissed me. And she said, my Aunt Adele fell back laughing on the bench, broke the bench. Like, I mean, but like I said, back then it was just so different, Like, I don't ever remember my mother talking to me about girls, when you get your menstrual. I thought I was dying when I woke up one day. I thought I was like literally dying. You didn't talk about that type of stuff. Hi, Pamela. How are you? I know I'm missing a lot of people. I was told that too. I was scared for my first kiss. I know. Now, I didn't think like if you kissed, you got pregnant, but I didn't. You guys know how I am, but I was very, very shy, very shy. I had a kid. I had already had a kid. This is my 29-year-old. Okay. He was about 5 or 6 months old, and I was still with his father. And first of all, I didn't know anything about tampons back then. So if I had to buy like stuff for your menstrual, I know there's some guys in here, so I'm not going to try to get to. But if there was a guy at a register, mind you, I already had a kid and everything, I would not purchase anything because I was embarrassed. I made my son's father purchase it. That's how I was. The way that I am now, you wouldn't think. But even though I was bad and used to get in trouble and go to jail, and all that stuff, like I was so shy and like, you know what I mean? Unless I was mad. But it was just so different then. What year were you born? 1976. Oh, I like that name, Hammerhead. That reminds me of MC Hammer. Remember Hammer Time? 58 peeps and only. Yes, guys, don't forget. Hey, Chris, how are you? Don't forget to like the video. Hit the 3 dots and then hit the thumbs up button. That helps out a lot with engagement. My mom was really good at keeping me educated, good, and being open to answer questions. I did the same. Good, that's good. See, that's how I was with my kids. The only thing is my kids tell me a little too much. I don't want to know, okay? They get a little too TMI. It's like, I don't want to know that, okay? But yeah, but I love that they do tell me that stuff. I wouldn't have it any other way, But I did. I was just so shy. My gosh. Wow, you seem younger. I'm 64. Really? Did you repeat a class? No, I didn't repeat any classes. Probably should have. Probably should have, but I didn't. I didn't graduate from high school though. I did not. Stupid, So stupid the stuff that you do. I do have a GED, but and I did do some college classes, but how stupid was that? Oh, you were born in 64. Yeah. My mom was very open as well. It's not well, see, my mother and grandmother lived together, right? So my grandmother was so naive. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you another story. I remember I was 16, and me and my friend Cammy, the one that we would walk to 7-Eleven and stuff, and we went to a party, and oh my God, I was so drunk. Oh, I was throwing up and everything. And Cammy comes to my house and stuff, and we just told my grandmother we had pizza, and the pizza must have been bad. And she believed it. She was very naive like that because she just didn't. And my mom, she was more like if I asked her a question, of course she would tell me, but she didn't like sit me down and tell me things. Like I said, when it was that time, I thought I was dying, you know. And then she sat down and talked to me, but you know, a true Southern woman was incredible open with it. Just really. My grandma was a runaway Amish, so my mom was very sheltered. Okay, got you. See, my great grandmother was raised in an orphanage. And so, you would think, and things happen, which I'm not going to get into that, but like she sheltered my grandmother. And I think because what happened to her, she wanted to protect my grandmother and, tell her things like that. Like, you don't kiss you get pregnant if you kiss a boy, all that stuff. She was like, it was beer and pizza. Yeah, she did. I couldn't believe she fell for it. Oh my God. Gosh, it's so stupid. I just think having a good line of communication with your kids is important. That's so true. I feel that even nowadays it's important with internet, social media. That is so true. That's so true. Because I never want, now my youngest is 20 now, so I don't have to worry about it. But like, I never wanted my kids, well, I only have my one daughter. And my daughter's 24, but I never wanted her, God forbid, her to be pregnant as a teenager or what have you, and be scared to tell me because a lot of us, we were scared to tell our parents. So I always kept that open. But I have a story. Oh my God, with my youngest son, Isaiah. Now he's 20 now. I got to take a drink of water before I tell you this. He don't care. He knows I shared this story before, so trust me, he don't care. He comes home from school. I think he was only about 6th grade. Now, I wasn't this open with my kids at that time. Now, you guys know back then I was a single mother. Okay? So there was no boy around, like a father figure around. And he literally, as soon as he comes home from school, and I remember this one, I used to drink a lot of soda, Pepsi. And I had a Pepsi like this, and he still had his book bag on and everything. And he shuts the door. First thing my kids had to do when they came home from school is take their shoes off and wash your hands. Okay. So that's what he did. He takes his book bag off, takes his shoes off right at the door, and he goes to the kitchen washing his hands. So I'm like, oh, how was your day? And I take a drink of my Pepsi. And he goes, Mom. And I said, yes. And he says, just like this, he goes, what's a wet dream? And I literally spit my soda out because they teach this in health class in 6th grade. Now, see, that's a little too young. And I said, what did you say? I didn't know what to say. I said, I don't know. And I walked away. I see that type of stuff. I don't know. How do you talk like that to your boys? Like, I don't know. But I was shocked. See, they never taught us that kind of stuff. Like we didn't get taught that stuff until we were in high school. My baby dad gave it to me when I was born. Oh, what are you talking about? I feel the desire to know if they are related, but I'm sure we'll never know. Oh God, I'm missing something totally. How is the food in the cafeteria compared to today's cafe? Well, I don't know how today's cafeteria food is, but you know what? When I was in school, I don't think it was that bad. Like I love the pizza. I remember every Friday we had pizza. Every Friday. It was like always the same thing. Like Mondays, you always had this, Tuesdays, and you got to pick that I can remember. It was like pizza or bag lunch. I remember that. But now they have like French fries and they have all that type of stuff. I don't remember that stuff in school. Um, it's all about me. What? What am I missing? Who am I related to? Let's see. Let me go back up. Okay, let me see. Curls don't and look like Renee. Oh, Renee who? Do you know why I get told I look a lot like, oh God, what's her name? Debbie Mazur. And Debbie Mazur's from New York, and she is, I think her mother was Jewish. So, my mom's side of the family was Jewish. Let me look her up and I'll show you who she is. I don't think we look alike. I mean, I wish we were related. Can I and have that money? Let me look. Debbie Mazur. Let's see. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. Images. So this is Debbie Mazur. Do we look alike? Let's take my glasses off. Oh God, look at this. It's the lighting. I swear it is. But do we look alike? Let me know. That's Debbie Mazur. I didn't know who she, I mean, I know who she is, but I didn't know who she was. Here's another picture of her. I used to do my eyeliner when I was in school, in high school. That's how I did my eyeliner, just like that. But I didn't do the wing, but I had that black eyeliner like that. You could be, really. I think everybody has a twin, See, my chat goes away. So let me know, is this a good time to go live? Let me know. I was going to do the, but I didn't know if anybody would show up. I was going to do StreamYard. So, oh, Renee Grizzly, oh, from Mob Wives. I get told that a lot too. Yeah. So next time I'm definitely going to do StreamYard where you guys can come up on panel and talk to me one-on-one. I think that will be fun too. But who do I look like more, Renee or Debbie Mazur? Definitely this time. Where are you? I'm definitely missing some stuff. What am I talking about? I mean, tater cakes are leftover mashed potatoes fried or not. What the heck are tater cakes? My dad ate them for supper after he got home from the hospital. Tater cakes. Everybody like tater tots? Oh, I keep hitting this thing. A lot of my friends said I look a little bit like Tom Cruise. Ooh, okay. I love Tom Cruise and what was that movie? Not Footloose. Oh gosh. Oh my God, what was that movie? Back in the day, it was like in the 90s. What was that movie Tom Cruise was in? When he had his underwear on and he did the slide? Top Gun, there you go. He was really good looking back then. I mean, he's still good looking, Yes, potato cakes. That's what makes parenting fun and terrifying, but I promise you'll figure it out. Curls, you got children? Okay, risky business. Now, I think it was Top Gun, or was it risky? But I don't know. This is pissing me off. Hold on. I gotta get, I have that area rug here and I keep, but I do. I think but he doesn't play in a lot of movies anymore, I don't think. Do you know who I really like too? Oh, Patrick Swayze. Oh my God, in Dirty Dancing. I had his posters everywhere in my room. Oh my God. Okay, risky business. Yep. You from the States? Yes, I'm from New Jersey. Is one that had the tighty whities. Okay, yeah. I know, Patrick Swayze, we had cancer, I believe. He was good looking. And John Travolta, I think he's good looking. John Stamos. Oh, I think he's so cute too. Oh God, risky. Okay, good. Oh, of the pancreas. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, love your accent. Oh, thank you. Roadhouse. Yes. I don't know. I just always thought Patrick Swayze, something about him. I just really, I don't know. Sam, now you guys know I gotta start talking about boys. My mind goes, let me look up why does that sound familiar? Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott. Let me see. Oh, he's a little older now. But I do. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. Hold the phone. Him, right? Is that Sam Elliott? This is a good picture of him. Wow, he looks damn good for his age, I'll tell you that. Yes, he does. Okay. um, the Roadhouse remake. I don't know if I've seen that or not. He was married to the girl that done the dance moves for Flashdance. Sam Elliott, The Mask with Cher. Oh gosh, I cried on that movie. Yeah, hubba hubba. He wore a t-shirt that said mustache rides. Do you know? Oh, I don't know. Do you guys like mustaches on guys? I don't know if I do. Um, See how my chat just goes away? I almost spit out my water, Melissa. Lord have mercy, Sam. I almost spit out my water. Oh, that made me laugh. How about a beard? I like goatees. I like that. And a beard. Like my son, he has one of those beards. Yes, 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 yes. But oh, Burt Reynolds, Tom said, okay, okay. Now I take back what I said because okay, okay, they could put their shoes under my bed anytime. Okay, I forgot about them. You have to go. Oh, well, thank you, Crystal, so much for coming. Thank you. It's just a mustache beards, please. That is so funny. I only make sure to shave where it matters. Oh, Paul Newman. Yes. Okay. But I told you the one who I like now is that Channing Tatum. Oh, especially a guy that can dance. Oh my God, that is a turn on. There's a couple things that are a turn on to me. Okay. A nice smelling man. Okay. And a man that can dance. Oh my God. Forget what you look like. You smell good and you can dance. You know what I mean? Um, it's a turn on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so funny. All right, so let's do this. Let's do Would You Rather just for a little bit and just have fun. Let me get my games. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh my God. Where is Would You Rather? Oh, here it is. Let's play a little bit just to have fun. You know what I mean? Or I can always get the bad choices. They're the over 21 questions. All right, let's just play. Let's just play a game. Hold on. Better to have good teeth. They could be. Oh, that's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta have. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's stupid. We need some good ones here. Hold on. That's stupid. Hold on. Okay, here's a good one. Would you rather A, get a small tattoo on your face, or B, one that covers your entire back? Okay, so would you rather put A, get a small tattoo on your face, or B, one that covers your entire back? You're going to be surprised of my answer. I would pick A. I think those little tattoos, like right here, a small one, I think they're so cute, or like right here. I mean, I wouldn't get it at my age now, but if I was younger, you know what I want to do? I used to. Now, I didn't keep them in. I had my cheeks pierced. I only kept them in for like 2 weeks, okay? Then I took them out. Okay, this was years ago. I want to get my nose pierced again. Not a hoop, but just like a little tiny diamond. That's what I want to do. And I only have one tattoo on my leg, and it has my oldest son's name, Tyler. Now, you know, I have more kids than that now. And they always tell me, how come you don't have my name? And, you know, so I needed to do something with their name, but it hurt. Okay. I was 20 years old and never got another one because it hurt. I don't like, you know, I'm a punk. I am a punk. Okay. You know, I get angry and I have a temper and I used to fight and all that stuff. Okay. But I'm a punk. So I need to do something like that, get that tattoo or something. But now what's a Monroe? What is that? I don't know what that is. You're gonna make me look it up. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. What is it? Let's see. Monroe. Monroe piercing. Oh, this right here. Is that yeah, right here. I never had one of them. My nose and several of my ears, I had two dermals. Oh, did you? I also like when you see a little look at my face breaking out. Look at this. It's really breaking out now. And right here, there's some skincare that I'm using. I think it's this. I started using this. This is the only new thing I've been using. And I noticed now, look at this, how my face is breaking out. It's getting into a rash. Anyway, what was I saying now? Oh, those little like diamonds that are like right here. I think they're pretty too. Holy crap. I can't use that anymore. Look at this. When have you guys ever seen my face like this? You still have them? Good. But yeah, so that's what I would do. I wouldn't get my entire back. One, I'm a punk, okay? It ain't gonna happen because the one on my leg, it took like 40 minutes and I thought I was gonna die. There's no way I can get my entire back, but a small tattoo on my face, I could do it because you can get foundation or something like that. So that's what I would do. Okay, let's do another one. I would like a Mike Tyson tattoo on my face. Really? Hey, Pixie, how are you? I've never seen your face break out. I know. Look at it. I know it's from this because um right before I went live, I got in the shower and I did my skincare because the only thing I have on is lip gloss. And I put this on. This is the only new thing that I've been using because you know I use like 50 things. And I really do. It's this. Look at this. But it doesn't feel itchy. Yeah, so I'm not going to use this anymore. My woof on my arm took 12 hours. Holy crap, I would die. I'm telling you, I'm one of the biggest punks. I can't make it up. If I am sick with a cold, I'm worse than a guy. Okay. If we can have a conversation and I will literally cut you off mid conversation and say, oh, I don't feel good. I'm one of those. Okay. All right, that's it. I want to get some good questions. We're going to have to go to the bad choices to the other one. That's, you know. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. You ready for this? Would you rather A, be trapped in space for 1 year, or B, in an underground lab? Okay, you got a mushroom on my arm and it hurt like, I know. So A, would you rather be trapped in space for 1 year, or a B, in an underground lab? Well, I think all of us are going to pick A. I think we're all going to pick A. You would, Sherry? You'd rather be in an underground lab? I'm already in space right now. I hear you. Me too. Me too. My ass ain't going no space. Yeah, but an underground lab? You don't know what they're going to do to you. Infinity food? Neither. I don't like small places. I don't either. Oh, I don't either. Okay. So I'm going to get ready to get another thing real quick and see how that is. All right. Let me see. I'm having trouble getting these things out. Okay. Here's a good one. Are you guys ready? Would you rather A, get turned into a horseshoe crab, or B, a cockroach? Oh, gosh. Would you rather A, would it turn into a horseshoe crab, or B, a cockroach? A, all the way. I love the beach and the ocean. All the way. Yes, you have to pick. You got to pick. A horseshoe crab, you'll be in the ocean in the water. None of the above. I hear you. Have you guys ever seen a dead horseshoe crab? Oh God, I'm not dying on no shoe. I hear you, because I hear you. I mean, but if you were a roach, you'd have lots of friends. Horseshoe crabs are always by themselves. Oh God, because they are turtles. Yeah. Okay. Here's the easy one. Would you rather A, be able to fly, or breathe underwater? At first, I thought it said underwear. I was like, underwear? So would you rather A, be able to fly, or B, breathe underwater? I would love to fly. I would go to so many places. Oh my God. I used to tell my mom back in the day, like, if there is a such thing as be reincarnated, reincarnating? Is that how you say it? Reincarnated. Whatever. Like, if you can come back, like, what would you be? And I always said a bird because they just seem free, where you could just fly and go anywhere. You know what I mean? You would want to, okay, let's see what you said. Hold on. Breathe underwater. Game Boy says breathe underwater because they're turtles. I'm afraid of heights. Well, I am too, but if you're a bird, you're not going to be afraid of heights. I hope not. God, imagine if there was a bird that was afraid of heights. Oh my God. Is it a hard one? I know, because you want to do both. Because if you, gosh, that's true. Because if you could breathe underwater, I would love to go see the Titanic. That means you could be underwater for days and see a whole, oh, wait a minute. I might change my mind. I don't know. That's a hard one. Cool, man. Yeah. Oh God, now I don't know what I want to do. This is what I would have to do. Look, can a bird be afraid of heights? I don't know. I'm just saying. What if? I would have to go, how does it go? What is that? I just had it in my head. Never mind. You know how you do the lion, tiger? I forgot how it goes now. What if you if you flew underwater? There you go. You can go real fast and get anywhere real quick. Now we're talking, Game Boy. All right, right up my alley. Baby birds are afraid when they start flying. Yeah, I guess so, because they're so small and stuff. I know you made it real difficult. I was like, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, happy birthday, December baby. So you're a Sagittarius. Are you one of those fake tarot cards? No, no. We're playing Would You Rather. I'm in April too, April 6th. I'm an Aries. Okay, December 22nd. See, Gemini, that's what my grandmother was. And let me tell you something about my grandmother. Oh, you're April 4th. Okay, you're right by me. So my grandmother was a Gemini. Her birthday was June 11th. And boy, you know what they say, Gemini, you have two different personalities. That's why the Gemini is two faces, right? And let me tell you something, my grandmother was only 4'9", okay? And she was the nicest, sweetest person. I mean, she would literally give you the shirt off your back. Never said a racist thing in her life, liked everybody. She was like a chameleon. She would get along. You could be a serial killer. And she would talk to you. You know, she was one of those, right? But when she got pissed, holy cow, she was like, Oh my God. Her favorite words to say when she was mad was son of a bitch bastard. And when you heard those words, you know, oh my God, like she just when she was pissed, like you knew. Now it took her a little bit to get angry, but when she was angry, she didn't play. Oh, hell to the no. She didn't play. Me, and Geminis also, you have to watch out for them because they're very quiet, like they're sneaky. Like they're the quiet ones that you need to watch out for, like if they're, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm an Aries, right? So me, I have a fire sign, right? I'm very short-tempered, high-strung, and when I'm mad, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, I'm gonna be like, I'm putting my shoes on right now. I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna F you up or whatever. I'm just saying, right? I'm going to tell you, right? That's what gets me in trouble, right? Or I'm too impulsive, right? But there's Geminis you need to watch out for, right? But you're absolutely, oh, but you're not quite. See, you know what I mean? Like sneaky. I don't know. You're a Leo. Oh, Leos are that's what my daughter is. Oh, I bet you're very likable and loyal, very, very loyal. Leos are extremely loyal. My ex-mother-in-law is a Gemini, not good. Oh, okay. Um, Such a cool birthday date. Oh, I missed it. Oh, George, you're leaving. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Sagittarius has my ex-husband was a Sagittarius. And you know what's funny? Because they say Aries and Sagittarius go good together because Sagittarius are very calm, right? So I'm very like you would say red, hot-headed, where like my ex-husband was like blue, like very calm and like everything's gonna be okay and calm down because I'm like right. So we met we got along good that way, but he was something. You are fire, yeah. Okay, let's ask some more questions real quick. Let's just okay. What? Your son is a Leo and your daughter is a Capricorn. I don't know much about Capricorns. That's her birthday's in January, right? That's a January, I think. Okay, here's a good one. You guys ready? Would you rather A, own a machine that prepares any food you want, or B, prints $50 each week? Oh, that's a hard one because I love food. Okay. I'm a foodie. I love food. What sign is, do you know what's so ignorant, Barbara? I don't think I've ever asked him when his birthday was. I don't know. I never had, oh my God, that's terrible. I'll have to ask him that. Okay, so what's the second one? Would you rather A, own a machine that prepares any food you want, or B, prints $50 each week? So you can get either $50 a week or it prepares any food you want anytime. I'm picking A because that would save me $50 anyway. Oh my gosh. I love food. Oh gosh. Food, I know, right? That's why I'm saying I'd rather get the food. 50 $50 nowadays. Holy crap. You know what I can get for $50 in Jersey? Okay. Are you following my vlog channel, Just Dan's World? Because I take you guys grocery shopping with me and I'm always spending and I have hardly anything there, right? I could probably get eggs, bread, milk. I don't know what else. Maybe at like a lunch meat or something like that. And that's about it for $50. And that's the truth. I'm a chef and I cook and bake all the time. Do you know I am not a baker? I burn everything. My favorite food. Oh God, that's hard. Well, you guys know I like salad, any kind of salad. You know that. But I love, if we're talking about meat, I love steak. Oh my God, I can eat steak every day. Oh God, I love steak. But I also like cheesesteaks. Oh my God, they are so good, cheesesteaks. I don't know. I got a lot of favorites. All right, let me ask you guys a question. If you can only have one food for the rest of your life, that's all you can eat, that's the only thing you can eat, what would it be? Mine would be a salad. Maybe like if I can change it up, I don't know. But if I had to only pick one salad, it would be a chicken Caesar salad every day. Hands down, chicken Caesar salad. Um, Salad hoagie. Okay. Oh, you say hoagie, I say sub. Scallops. Oh, I have I had scallops? I don't remember. Oh, you like chef salad. Um, can you say let's go, little Claire? Tacos. Okay. Lobster. I don't think I've ever had lobster. Scallops are seafood, right? All right, look now. Don't be coming in here. I was getting ready to say, okay, that's a little too much now. You would have to say taco salad. Oh, now that sounds good too. Taco salad. Nope, I have to stick with my chicken Caesar salad. I don't think I've had, you know what it is? Because I love dungeon crabs or crabs. Oh my God, I love crabs, especially like snow crabs, dungeon crabs, but I'm allergic. Not allergic to where like my throat closes, but like I break out in rashes. And so there's not a lot of seafood I've tried because of that, you know. So I took, oh gosh, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I had one of those tests done, you know, where they put the needles in your back to see like what you're allergic to, food and environment and stuff like that. And so they said I can't anything with I think the fish was tilapia. Definitely I'm very allergic to tilapia. I've never had it, but they said stay away. But like a lot of like seafood and stuff. But I love it. I still eat crabs once in a while though. I ain't gonna lie because they're so good. But I shouldn't know. The scratch test, yes, they did that. They also said I was allergic to pork, but not really bad. But I don't eat pork, so I didn't care about that. You're allergic to fish, yeah, but you can eat. That's what it is, shellfish. I can't have shellfish. I ain't never eat no horseshoe crabs. Do people eat horseshoe crabs? Well, crap, maybe I would say lobster, but I have such a sweet tooth. I know, I know. It's someone's birthday, so I know, I can eat. That's my problem. I'm a picker. Like, I can get up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I'll get like a bowl of cereal or, I don't know. You're allergic to strawberries? Oh my God. I love fruit. I could eat fruit every day too. I love it. Iguana in soup? Oh my God, Noah. No. You're allergic to all grass. Makes a rough spring. My oldest son. So this is funny. I had put him in soccer. You know how I told you I always put my kids in sports. And if they didn't pick, I'm picking for you. So I put him in soccer. Now he was younger then, maybe like 7, 8 years old. And I thought he was exaggerating. I thought he was faking, okay? And he was like, I can't breathe. And I'm like, you better get out there and play. Here he was allergic to grass and he was having like an asthma attack or whatever he was having. I felt terrible. Oh my God, I felt so terrible. And then you start playing basketball and you like basketball. But how terrible was that? I really thought he was faking it. And I made him go back out there and finish the game or practice or whatever it was. Let's see. I made Black Forest cake. Ooh, you need to come over here and cook for me. That's what you need to do. You know what? If I ever find my sugar daddy or win the lottery, I'll have you as my chef. Where do I live? I live in Jersey, New Jersey. If you're asking me, I don't know. What other questions? Ask me some questions. Ask me. That way I can put this would you rather away. Let me put these back right here. Anything you guys want to know, just ask me. Now, when I say nothing's off limits except, I don't get personal about my children or I don't talk about politics or anything like that. But anything else, I'm down. if there's any questions. My chat went away again, so. Oh my God, like oh no, what did I do? Let me go on here because I don't know what happened to my chat. If you guys are talking, let me go. Oh, oh, you guys are talking. What happened to my chat? I'm turning the volume down. Okay. Yeah, how do I? Oh God, what if I press something and mess it up? Because I don't know how. Wait, is this the chat? Hold on. Go to all messages. Oh, there you are. Oh, now I figured it out. Okay, so let me go back up here. Sorry about that. Now I got all, if I didn't see your comment, I'm so sorry. I had it on top messages. I didn't have all messages. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I keep hitting this thing. Sorry, because I have you rigged up. What would be a dream vacation? Probably the like Caribbean, anything that has to do with water and the beach. Well, I would love to go to Australia because I love their accents and I want to see a kangaroo. But to like have fun, anything relaxing, anything that's warm, not hot, because I ain't built for like those 110-degree weathers, okay? But like the Caribbean, just sitting at a beach. Like if I could just rent like a private beach for a week and didn't have to go anywhere and I could just stay, I would love it. Love it. That would be my perfect vacation for me. I just love the beach, you know. We are going to visit my husband's family in Jersey. Oh, are you? Now, you don't tell us where, but is it north, like central Jersey or south? I live in South Jersey. Okay, let's see. What makeup brands do you never want to work with? Just curious. That I never want to work with? I don't think I would ever work with Too Faced. Well, I don't even think, do they even still have Too Faced? Yeah, I think they do. I don't think I would ever work with Too Faced. And I know the owner stepped down, but you know, says some racist things and all of that. So I would never work with them. And then also how they did Nikki tutorials was wrong. But I don't know about, I can't think of offhand any brands. Anything that's like racist or anything like that, never. Absolutely not. I do have a couple collabs coming up. I know I keep hitting you. I'm sorry. I have a couple collabs coming up in 2025 with some brands I think you guys would be surprised about. I'm very happy about that. I'm also getting ready to film. I have to leave soon and film for 2 weeks to be on a show. So that will be in 2025. You live in Key West, Florida. Sold my house on this. Really? For a yacht? The only thing, George, I get very seasick, like motion sickness. So I went on a cruise one time back in 2009. Oh my God. That was terrible. And then do you know what a ferry is? So they have the state of Delaware, they have this ferry you can go to, and I was literally throwing up. I don't know. So you must not get motion sickness though. So that's why I've never been on a small boat or speedboat, but that's on my bucket list. I would love to go on a boat just for the speed, you know? But that is awesome. I think that is so nice to be on a yacht full time. The only thing is, what do you do like if there's storms and stuff like that? Does that scare you? Let me know about that. Have you? Yeah, I was on a cruise in 2009. Tyler was 13. That's the only one. I want to go on another one, to be honest with you. Okay, and would you rather be extremely loud or extremely quiet? Well, I'm loud. Can you tell? I was quiet back in the day, but I don't know. Probably that's hard because if you're extremely loud, you're going to get on somebody's nerves. But if you're extremely quiet, people are going to be like, huh? What'd you say? And I can't stand that when people ask me, because then after a while, I'm like, never mind. So that's a hard one. If you could only have 3 items of makeup, what would they be? That's an easy one for me. Eyebrow pencil, which I don't have anyone today. Eyebrow pencil, lip gloss, and mascara. I don't need to put foundation, concealer, anything like that. But for makeup, now I'd rather if you gave me a choice between skincare and makeup, I would pick skincare. But 100% eyebrow pencil, something for the lips, and mascara. Oh, Fiji would be nice. Now we're talking. Okay, we all need to go to Jersey to have a dinner party with, and I would love it. Oh my God, I would love it. That's why we need to find me a sugar daddy. I'm telling you, I would pay for all your flights or what have you, and we would all go somewhere, and we would have the chef here come, and she'd get paid really, really good, and then she can eat as well with us. But no, then I want her to chill with us too. I don't know, but if that would be fun, or like a little meet and greet. Oh my goodness, that would be so fun. If you drink a mixed drink, I don't drink. But when I did drink, it was beer. I can't drink liquor because I am the type, when I used to go to the bars and I used to drink liquor, I would get very nasty. Not the nasty, like nasty, nasty, the good nasty. I was like a bitch. I would be like, what the fuck are you looking at? I was like that, picking fights and stuff like that. Or I'd wake up and everybody's mad at me, and I'm like, well, I'm all happy, and people are mad. I'm like, well, what's wrong with you? I cannot drink liquor. I'd be in jail. But I was a beer drinker, and when I drank beer, I was very friendly and happy, and oh, I love you, one of those. But I couldn't stop. So I was one of those too. Like I wouldn't stop drinking until I passed out, you know. Are you down for dating life again? Well, I am talking to somebody, but it's just talking. We haven't like said boyfriend, girlfriend, but so if you don't know, I am divorced, and we've been divorced. It's been finalized this past January, but we've been separated. March will be 2 years since we've been separated. And I just started talking to this guy. So for almost 2 years, I tried to heal myself, and before I moved on. So I took it slow. So we'll see, you know. Let's see. You know what? Australia has a lot of snakes and spiders. I know. I know, Barbara. I don't want to be around the bugs, okay? But Australia probably has city, right? Don't they have like city where there's not bugs and stuff? I just want to go there for 24 hours. I want to see a kangaroo and hear an accent. I make 10 dozen muffins. Holy crap, for my grandson's baseball team and a dozen cinnamon rolls. I wish your grandson was on my son's baseball team when he was in baseball. Oh my God, I would just love you. That's how I handle all your medical problems. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. You hate snakes? I am scared of snakes. Oh my God, I cannot believe I did not tell you guys this story really quickly. Let me just tell you. You guys know my fear of mice. Okay, there's three things I'm deathly scared of. Spiders, mice, and snakes. Okay? I've never seen a real life snake in my whole life, except for my brother when we were younger, and he had a cobalt python or something like that. It was called an albino cobalt python, something like that. And he kept it in his cage, in his room, never seen it. But like, I've never seen it out in the open. I've never, ever, ever. I think one time I might seen a garden snake, but never. I'm a city girl. Okay. So once in a while, because we have water around us, right? Once in a while, especially when it gets cold, like downstairs, there might be a mouse or two that comes in, like a field mouse, but nothing like we don't have like a mouse problem, okay? So that happens around where we're at. Okay, fine. Well, not fine, but Oh God. So this used to be an attic back in the day. So when I first came here, there was like a mouse, and I don't know how a mouse was up here, but okay, we got rid of that mouse. We're going back over 4 years ago. All right. So, do you know how, remember I told you up here, whoever converted this attic into a bedroom never put ducks in here. So no air rises, no heat, nothing. So, like for the heat, I have one of those fireplace heaters. And then in the window here, I have an air condition, right? And it's still in my window because, sometimes, well, now it needs to be taken out. But, it was still kind of warm and it gets muggy up here. I'm on the third floor. Okay. Well, remember I told you a while ago that that there is this branch. There's a tree, and the branch hits the I was going to say microwave, the air condition sometimes. So remember when I thought there was a mouse in my room that's going eek eek eek, but it was the branch scratching the top of the air conditioner. Okay, check this out. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and it woke me up that eek, eek. And I thought, oh, there's a friggin' mouse. And it sounded like it was right. Here's my bed, right here. And right by my bed, I have a nightstand. And because I'm just waking up, it sounded like there was a mouse underneath my nightstand. Okay. So I text Tyler, my oldest son, at 5:30. It was like 5:27 a.m. And I said, and I would show you, but I'm on the phone the phone that I text him on. And I go, are you up? I'm texting. I said, are you up? I think there's a mouse in my room. So he comes up. Okay. He comes up. Now, Tyler is not a morning person. Okay. But he comes up and I hear him coming up. So I thought, okay, maybe there's a trap down there or something. I don't know. So I go to the bathroom. So he comes down. He goes, well, I'm lying. I need to tell you this. Well, when I text him, then I take my phone that has a flash and I look under my nightstand and I thought there was a mouse. It looked like a small baby mouse. And I'm like, okay. So when I hear him come up and I see him with like a little bag, I go downstairs to go to the bathroom. He's pissed. I woke him up and he knocks on the door and I'm like, hold on. And he goes, there's no mouse there. And I go, oh my God, it ran away. Now I'm like, I'm sleeping downstairs. I'm not sleeping up here. So I go upstairs and he's holding this like thing. And it was so old. It was like 4 years ago and it had peanut butter on it. It was like a trap, the kind that like clips like this. I totally forgot that there was a mouse trap under there from like 4 years ago. And the peanut butter was so hard because it was old that when I was half asleep and put the flash down, I thought that was a mouse and it was peanut butter. Oh my God. And then Tyler goes, shh, and we hear eek, eek, eek. It's the friggin' air condition. It was the branch. So I was like, to Tyler. So that reminds me, I'm going to make him take it out tomorrow. Oh my God. I couldn't go back to sleep. I could not go back to sleep. He was so mad. I was like, well, throw it away because I haven't seen a mouse up here in 4 years. Throw it away. I don't need it. I don't even remember putting it under there. But oh my God, anyway, so that's my story. Anyway, so now I missed all your things. You want to go skydiving? Not me. That's something my daughter does. My daughter went skydiving before. I'm too scared of heights. I am one of those ones, like I love water rides. But so when you walk up, I have my hands like this and I walk because I'm always scared I'm going to fall in between those steps or something. Like now, I could never, I wouldn't, I don't think, even if somebody said, I'll give you $1 million. I don't think I can go skydiving unless somebody pushed me and I didn't know it. Then I might do it for $1 million. But me on my own jumping off of a plane? No, not even for $1 million. I don't think I would. I don't know. And in my icon box, I got 5 pallets. Did you? Holy crap, that is a good box. You're leaving for a cruise wow, that's amazing. Key West, that is amazing. I live on a lake and have a speedboat come. Oh, you're so lucky. I am oh no, what did I hit? Okay, I'm behind on these. Holy crap, am I behind on these comments? I am so sorry. After the live stream, I'll come back and start reading chat. I am behind. What's the chocolate sprinkle story? Okay. Curls, are you being funny? Are you being funny? Do you know what happened to me when my kids pranked me with the chocolate sprinkles? Okay, the rainbow sprinkles that looks like mouse poop. You don't remember that story? Do you watch my vlogs, Curls? Okay, because they got me real damn good. All right, they pranked the shit out of me and put those chocolate sprinkles, you put on ice cream, okay, and they had it on the counter and the dish drain thing under there, and I thought I had mice in my kitchen, and I thought it was a whole family because there was a lot of mice poop until Tyler Isaiah was laughing his ass off, and I'm like, it's not funny. We gotta call pest control. There's a whole family of mice here. And then he finally told me, Mom, look in the cabinet, and then he shows me the damn sprinkles. Little, I mean, that was a good prank. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna tell him that. Oh, they got me. They think it's funny. They like doing that to me. My kiddo had a little ball python named Peaches. Really, it was so sweet. Oh God, no! You pick that snake up. Oh my God, no, no. Okay, let's see. My kid would do that. Yeah. Oh my God, you love it. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I literally was. Was about to cry, Curls, because it wasn't a little bit of those sprinkles. Well, that I thought was mouse poop. Okay, I thought, oh my God, there's a whole family here. He even put it on the floor. Okay, everywhere. So I thought there was like a whole family that came in, and I am petrified. And I'm wondering why he's sitting there laughing at me, because I guess I was so dramatic, because I was like, we got to call pest control. There's a whole family of mice here. And he's laughing and laughing. And I'm thinking to myself, why the hell is he laughing? This is not funny. There's mice here. That means they're coming in somewhere. That means we probably have about 50 of them. And they're laughing. They think it's funny. I mean, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But then I bleached everything. Like I was taking things out. You guys know how I am with OCD. Like bleach. I love bleach. I love the smell of bleach. You would have just start eating it. The sprinkles. Oh God. Oh, you mean if you were my son? I don't know what I would do. If I thought it was mouse poop and he was eating it, but he knew it was sprinkles. Like I don't know what I would do. I'd probably smack him. Like, what the hell are you? I don't know what I would do. Family of mice, grandparents. Yes, I did. Because I'm like, it's, I don't know. They got me good. Nothing scars me more than a friggin' mouse. I know. You know what's funny? So my mother was always scared of mice, okay? And back in the day, we lived in a lot of different places, right? So when I was very young, we lived in a trailer, and I was around 6 because my dad, yeah, he died when I was about 6 or 7. And back then was the trailers that had kerosene heat and stuff. You remember? So this is back in the 80s. And back then, a lot of trailers used to catch on fire because it was kerosene heat and stuff. But so you would get a lot of, they weren't built very good, of course. And she used to scream and everything else. And I used to be like, oh, Mom, you're overreacting. Now that I'm older, I get it. I get it. You used to have pet mice? Really? I know my brother used to buy him. I don't know if he used to buy him live or dead for his snake. I could never watch him feed his snake because even though I hate snakes, that would break my heart seeing them eat. And I know it's part of life, but I would probably cry. Hey, Star Sun Moon, how are you? That's hilarious. Oh, you said don't. Oh, yeah, don't eat it. I know. We sleep with lights on because of our old place had roaches. I'm so paranoid cleaning and lice drives bugs. Well, you guys know I raised my, yes, Starla. I know, but I never know if you want me to say your name. Um, because I've shared this, I raised my kids in the projects, and that's the truth. Um, and the one place we had roaches, and I didn't know that. And I remember I would go in the bathroom in the middle of the night and turn the light on so I can kill as many as I could. Oh my God. Now they weren't like so many. So that apartments I lived in had 210 apartments, okay? They were like row houses and stuff. So you had on each side of you and one up top. And they had people come in once a month, Okay, but that I was like, what are you feeding it? Sugar? Because I mean, but I finally got rid of them. It took me about a year to finally get rid of them. And what I did was how do you say it, caulked? I caulked, like, so in the kitchen where the cabinets are, if there's a little space between your cabinets and the wall, caulked. I caulked all of the lights, like everything you could think of. I bleached every day. I mean, literally. I bought bait stuff, and then I even bought it for my neighbors upstairs. I don't care. I used to pay a lot of money. And then I paid for somebody to come in. And finally, it took about a year. And I was in that one place for about 8 years, and I never seen another one. I don't know how that happened, because people all around you have them. But that is a scary thing. So now every time I see a bug, I'm like, is that a roach? Because I don't know how people can live with roaches. I cannot. And then I threw everything away, because roaches, they have eggs and everything, and got all new furniture, everything. So you can do it. Trust me. You just got to be clean, and you got to keep up on it with the baits and everything. You never thought of the caulking idea. I'm telling you, I did. And this was years ago when my kids were young, but I ain't embarrassed to tell you. Hell yeah. I'm telling you. And I would try. Oh God, it was horrible. But what can you do? I mean, you could be the cleanest person, but what are you going to do? But you can get rid of them. You just have to, you can't have your place cluttered. You have to clean, and you just, you got to bait it. You have to. My daughter has two pet rats. I used oven mitts. I had to. Somebody asked me what pets my daughter has. She's got a friggin' ferret and a lizard. Okay, the ferret's name is Bandit, and Gucci is the lizard. Do you guys remember? Combat gel. That's exactly what it is. Yep, the brown. Yep, it looked like a needle. Exactly. Um. So, do you remember when I had to buy crickets and stuff for stupid lizard? I would just throw it in there. Oh God. Hey, Mellow Yellow. It just got here for the bug talk. I know, Karen. Oh, that's probably why. Well, we never had like spiders or nothing, but I am scared to death of spiders. Yeah, combat gel. Good to know. Yes, it looks like here, I'll show you a picture. Let me just show you. And you just put that like in the kitchen, because roaches love water. Bathrooms and kitchens, that's why you always have that. And put it like in the cabinets, and make sure you caulk everything, and bleach. And you can get rid of them. And the biggest thing is, do not have your stuff cluttered. Let me look it up, and let me show you a picture so you know. Combat gel roaches. Images. Okay, yep, this is exactly what it is. Okay, so it would look just like this. See how it looks like a needle? And it's brown. So when you push it, it used to be brown. I don't know. It was many, many years ago. And I'm telling you, now they're a little expensive. So this is $9.84 for one. I don't know how big your place is or what have you, because our main thing was, it was in the kitchen and bathroom. There wasn't a whole lot in the bedrooms, thank God. But yeah, it's a syringe, and you just, push it, when it comes out. It works really, really good. I'll tell you how to get rid of fleas. Yeah. Well, we don't really have fleas, thank God. You would think like the sand fleas and stuff. I guess Anne doesn't smoke. No, I don't smoke. I've told you the story. I was 10 years old. I won't go in the whole thing because I've told it a million times. And I was skipping school with my friend Megan, and we were smoking cigarettes. Her mother left a pack of cigarettes there, and we thought we were big shit sitting there smoking cigarettes, watching TV. Well, we didn't know that the principal at the time called the parents and told the parents you didn't go to school. I was in 5th grade. I was 10 years old. We didn't know. We just thought we were going to get away. Anyway, so my mom, finds out, and she tells me and all this. And then I told her, she didn't know. She would have never known. I just blatted out, and I was like, well, we were smoking cigarettes because I felt guilty. And she said, oh, you want to smoke? So she takes and she goes, here. And she smoked Parliament 100s, the big ones, the 100s. And she said, you want to smoke? She took a pack of cigarettes and she made me smoke one after another after another. And I remember throwing up. She said, keep smoking. Now, people might look at that as abuse or what have you, but that's what made me never smoke because I can still remember. It's like you ever have a really bad hangover and you can remember that feeling. I remember that feeling of the cigarettes and me throwing up. And now when I used to drink and I would go to a bar and I'd ask for a cigarette, but I wasn't even inhaling. But I never ever bought a pack of cigarettes for me to smoke ever. And I'm 48 years old. 38 years, never because of that. So no, I don't smoke. Not cigarettes. Now I've smoked weed. I did drugs. I smoked crack before. Let's keep it real. You know, back in the day, look, I don't have nothing to hide. I'll tell you guys the truth. I've been 20 years clean, but I never smoked cigarettes. I don't know if that's what are you asking me that or weed? Because I tried weed. Weed I didn't like. I never liked it. It made me shaky. Like I didn't like that feeling. Hey, Charlene, I'm happy I made your live. Just got done with everything. Oh, good, 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 good. So this must be a good time to go live because it is 11:30 my time, 11:30 at night. But I know like it's 10:30, I think Mountain Time or Central Time. And I know West Coast is, so let me know, is this a good time to go live? Because tomorrow we're going to do StreamYard. So on StreamYard, you guys can come up. We could talk about anything. If there's gossip, you want to talk about anything about YouTube, you want my opinion, we'll do that and do one-on-one. This channel will never be drama. So if there, let's say, hey, Rhonda, let's say there's people that don't even like me. You come on here. Listen, this is a no drama. It's fine. Let's forget about the drama. If there's somebody in the chat you don't like, well, you ignore them, and I just want this a space because there's so much negativity. And I just want this a space for everybody just to get an hour or two of just fun, just talking. And that's it. You know what I mean? So there'll never be like drama, but I'll give my opinions. I'm very opinionated. Opinionated? Yeah. You know that, but you know what I mean, right? Good night, Anna. Oh, good night. Thank you, Tina, for coming in. So, my point is we'll go on StreamYard so then you can come on and we could chit chat and all that. And you don't have to turn your camera on. Okay. Nothing like that. Don't think you have to do that. You can keep your camera off and we talk. And then, like I said, but if there is something going on, you want my opinion, we'll do it. But don't feel, even if you're watching, I don't care what drama we had. Don't feel like you can't come in here. Ow, I just hit my friggin' knee. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. StreamYard. So what StreamYard is, you guys don't have to have it. I have it. And it's like I don't know what you would say, not like an app, but it's a thing. And I would have a link. I'd put it in the chat and you guys click it and you can come on panel with me. It's like that. And then we can talk, everybody else can hear your voice like you hear me. And I think you can have up to 10 people. Now, I will not put all those people on there because people cut people off when they're talking by accident. It's lagging and all that, but it would be fun. Yeah, leave the drama. Remember, save your drama. What is it? Save the drama for your mama. My issue is that I think I have an issue with is, I'm friends with a lot of people. Let me just say this. I want to get this out. Like my main channel, my beauty channel has over 50,000 subscribers. My vlog channel has 13,000. So between my channels, right, that's over 60,000, almost 70,000 subscribers. And so I do subscribe to people that support me. If you have a channel and you tell me, you guys know that many of you now that have a channel, right? And sometimes I'll see your community post or here. Now I can't watch everybody, but I like to support people back, right? I would be nowhere without you guys. Okay. Thanks, Chicago. Thank you for stopping by. But if there's people that have beef and just because I know them or friends or friendly with them, I don't want to get involved, and if somebody's doing wrong on YouTube, I am the type of person, I don't know because I'm older, I will speak to them privately and say, you were wrong. I have done that, but I'm never going to out them publicly if I know you are friendly with you. It's just not going to happen. Now, I speak about Coley. You guys know who she is. I've never spoke to her outside of YouTube. She's never been in my chat before. I've never really, I mean, I've left some comments to her, but it ain't like that. But if there's somebody that I was friendly with, I don't know it's where I was from or how I was raised. You guys have to remember how I was raised. My mother and father are both born and raised in West Atlantic City. My grandmother grew up in New York. I grew up here in Jersey, raised my kids in the projects. Like, I am the type of person, if I have something to say, I'm going to say it to you. But I'm also very loyal. And I'm not going to call people out publicly. I'm not going to do it. But best believe my hand to God, I'm going to go to them and tell them what they were wrong. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I say on this channel. Like, I don't want to get involved in people's drama if it don't concern me. Now, if I have an opinion about it, that's different. Then I might talk about it. But I don't want, because people do. Some people want me to say things or talk about it, and I don't feel right. It doesn't concern me. It's like, I've been in enough drama. Does that make sense? And just because there's people here doesn't mean I always agreed with what they did. But listen, I'm not perfect. Oh my God, I'm not perfect. Are you kidding me? I don't got no room to judge anybody. Trust and believe that. So I do want to say that. But other than that, like, I think I want this to be fun. Come on StreamYard and we just talk and stuff, you know? You do it biblically. Right. I go to them. That's how I've always been, you know? Now, have I been perfect? Do I get mad if somebody makes a video and I say something back? I'm learning. But I'm impulsive and I say what I have to say. But I'm learning, like, not everything has to be talked about. But I don't care. So if you have beef with somebody on here, you are safe. That's all I want to say. Don't feel like you can't come in here and talk, because let's say Rhonda's in here. I'm just using this, and say Chris is here. Say Chris don't like Rhonda. That's not the case. I'm just talking. Now, I'm not going, if I see it, I'm not going to allow Chris to talk to Rhonda any kind of way in my chat. That's not going to happen. Okay. So that's all that I'm saying. Like, this is always a safe place. That's all I want to say about that. I raised myself, but I always been open and honest and don't tell others business. Right. Right. And I just don't like getting involved, because then I feel, just makes me feel bad. I got 9 subscribers now. Are you? After the live stream, I'll come back and I'll subscribe to you. Yeah, total. Yeah, I don't like the bullying, and I don't like the ganging up, me personally. But like I said, but it's hard to comment though. Text things come across. That's true too. That's happened to me sometimes. Do you know it's even happened? Somebody would comment under my thing and I would take it wrong. Right. And then I would have to come back and apologize and say, oh, I'm so sorry. Because sometimes I could be offensive, right? Sometimes, like, right, maybe I'm just having a hard time or whatever, and somebody might say something that I need to be told. Don't I always say this? If you've been with me for a long time, I always say, look, read me the filth in my comment section. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me about myself, right? But sometimes I might take it wrong. The only thing I don't like, don't tell me how to raise my kids. Because then I'm going to take it wrong every single time. But even me, and I have to go back and say something, but that's so true, Lady Di. It's so true. Like, sometimes we do take it wrong. Let's see. Oh, again, don't use Chris as an example. You're the first person I seen. That's what, you're right. I should be like Sally and Billy. I'll keep it to my Sally and Billy's, but you guys know what I mean. What is your choice for Thanksgiving dinner? You prefer ham? Well, I don't eat pork. So my kids actually prefer fried chicken. But I do get a little tiny turkey, like a little one, because it'll go bad, and I make turkey. But yeah, now my kids eat pork and I do cook it for them. I just was raised not to eat it. And so it's a head thing for me, because I've had bacon and I like the taste of bacon. I tried like a piece of pork chop. I like it, but it's just a head thing for me. Like, if I came to your house and you were cooking bacon, I would be like, oh my God, it smells like pig. And it would make me gag. It's a head thing. No. Oh, steak for Thanksgiving. I don't think I've ever. I would love that. I could eat steak every day. But let me ask you all a question. If you eat steak, I have to have my meat well done. How can people eat it rare or medium rare where you can still see blood? I can't. I have to have it where I don't want to see no pink. I don't want to taste no blood. But I guess some people say it's more tender. I don't know. I just saw that X has 100,000 people without power of, oh gosh, really? Oh, that's terrible. I'll have to pray for them, say a prayer for them. Steak well done, yeah. Me too. Like if I go to a restaurant, like, do you guys have Applebee's? I don't really go to a lot of restaurants, but if I do go to an Applebee's, I love their bourbon steak. Do you guys eat there and have their bourbon steak? Oh my God, it's so good. But it has to be well done. Now, one of my aunts always does medium, I think it's called medium rare, where it's like still very pink, and I'm like, oh God, that's not done. You love your steak with a good wine. Do you know? So I don't drink anymore, but I don't, if I don't know if I would ever have a wine here and there. I don't know because I don't know if that would like trigger me. But I did taste wine before and I didn't like it. And I don't know what it was, but it was like very bitter. I know it was like a darker color wine, but I don't know if maybe it was a cheap wine. I don't know. But I didn't like it. And I'm like, oh, you don't like wine? Loads of, oh my God, that's terrible. Because of the wind, so the electricity and stuff. Oh man. Is it like tornado, like winds like that, or is it like raining, like a storm? Are you an alcoholic? Yes, recovering. Yep. And a drug addict. Yep. I've been 20 years clean. Well, my choice of drug was alcohol, beer. That was my choice of drug. And then once I got like really there, I wanted more of a high. So I never did drugs without no alcohol. I've always had alcohol. So for me, I could never, I tried years ago just having like a beer or two, but I'm very scared that it would trigger me. Do you know? So I just stay away. I'm not where if you're with me, I don't care if somebody else is drinking. That doesn't bother me. You could drink around me. It's been so long. That doesn't trigger me at all. I just don't want to because of that. That's why. You know what I mean? Oh, are you leaving, Tammy? Good night. Same. Oh, see, pain pills. Now, see, I never had an issue with pain pills. Isn't that crazy? Or anything like that. It was just crack. Let's keep it real. I like that. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. Um, and I think I shared the story why I tried drugs. Did I ever share that story why I tried drugs? Alcohol, I started when I was younger. Alcohol runs in my family. A lot of people are alcoholics in my family, even my biological grandfather. My biological grandfather, he was diabetic as me, and he had both his legs taken off because, back then they didn't have as much medicine and what they know now, but he was an alcoholic and he died in an alleyway from, drinking and diabetes and what have you. Um, so I started young drinking and because of child trauma and different things. And my father was a drug addict, heroin, and he was a huffer. Because back then in the 80s, he died in the 80s. Back then it was huffing, and all that. Um, and he did methadone. I don't remember what my mom told me. I know it was heroin and stuff. Um, and my mother as well. But when I got a little older, my mother stopped that, but she got into like pills and different things. So one day I was drinking, and when my friend came over, and I didn't have my kids at the time, like they were at my mom's, and she asked me if I wanted to try it. And I thought, yeah, because I want to know what that felt like, why I felt at that time my mother and father chose that over me. And I wanted to know what that feeling was like. What was it? Had I not been drinking, I would not have tried it. And I tried it, and that's all she wrote. I mean, isn't that dumb? But that's the truth. I'm not going to lie about anything. Um, but like I said, I only did it when I was drinking. And now my chat. Let me go back to this chat and try this again. Well, yeah, it says all messages. Oh, here we go. Can I respectfully ask a question? You mentioned you're 20 years clean, but I thought you mentioned you relapsed somewhat recently. I did. I understand. I'm thinking someone else. Yes, I did. Now, that wasn't drugs. It was drinking. But I don't look at that well, I guess you could say, yeah, a relapse, but that was only for like about a week. And I stopped. So I did have one relapse, but my gosh, I was really going through it bad. I had my heart attack and different things, and I wanted my mom. I was just a lot of things in my personal life. At that time, my marriage wasn't good, right? It's just all of that stuff. But I did not do the drugs or anything like that, which is good. But you can ask me anything you want. I mean, I tell you, I'm an open book. I don't have anything to hide. Methadone is used to help you get off heroin. Yeah, but it was something you remember this was back in the 80s. So I forget. So maybe he was I don't remember because my mom's not here to ask her. So I forget exactly. I know she said he liked huffing and heroin, but I forget. So don't get me lying. But remember, this is back in the 80s. I don't care. I'm an alcoholic and addict. It's never the drugs or alcohol. It's yes. Yes. Do you know what people think? Now, this is going to get deep. A lot of people think that people drink because they like the alcohol or they like the drugs. I mean, that's true, right? Yeah, of course, you get high, you like the feeling, but you're always chasing that first high, right? And all that. But really, it's what made you want to. It's the trauma. For me, it was the numbing. Why I drank because it made me numb. Does that make sense? I didn't have to feel anything. I had just a lot of stuff that I couldn't get over, and what I needed to do is deal with the trauma, right? And I think that's why a lot of people go to drugs or go to drinking or what have you. It's because of that or mental illness. Mental illness is a big thing, especially in the States, that I don't think people realize. Like it's self-medicating, absolutely, Starla. I don't think people like that's one of the big things I hope they can kind of get is mental. There's so many people, especially in the States, that don't have health insurance or when you are mentally ill, you think you're okay. That's why you're mentally ill. Everybody around you, they're like, oh my God, but you think you're okay. Right. And, it's hard because they can't force you to get help or get treatment. I mean, it all depends, but you know what I mean. Um, they've been around since the 70s, so maybe he was trying to get clean. Maybe. I don't know. It could be, but like I said, she's not here to ask her, but I remember because I asked her one time, well, what did he do? What did he like? We didn't have mental health. Right. When I was growing up, this is where my issue came from. When I was growing up, I was always told what stays in the house stays in the house. But also, like you didn't go see a therapist or a psychiatrist, and you don't cry. I was raised not to cry. I was raised that you get up and you do what you got to do, right? Because life goes on. And why would you talk to a stranger? Deal with it, and I mean that's no good. I don't agree with that, but at that time that's all that you know. But just like, right? Back in the 80s and 70s, 80s, 90s, right? There were kids that had ADD or ADHD where you couldn't sit down in school and you're always moving. But they didn't know about that. What did they say? That you're just bad, or bipolar. Nobody knew what bipolar was. They just thought, you know. My aunt has a romance scammer, sold her house cat. Oh my God, are you serious? Mm-hmm. Right. I thought you were a troublemaker. Absolutely. I think that was my issue in school, why I was so bad and stuff. I just think I just had issues going on. Wow. What is it, like catfish or what? Since I know I'm crazy, does that really mean I'm sane? That's true. That's a good question. Mental health is hard. I struggle with it daily. I do have a counselor. Yep. Well, you know what my biggest thing was? I suffered from depression my whole life, anxiety, all of this. And I always thought, oh, I can handle it. I can deal with it. I don't need medicine. I mean, that's a perfect example, right? And then you wonder why months and months and months I was in my bed crying, or why I didn't want to film, or, or what have you, right? Unfortunately, in my family, it's younger generations really struggling with addiction. Yeah, we have had lost a couple to accidental. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Times had Narcan. I think everybody, even if you don't have anybody in your house, I know in New Jersey now they finally sell Narcan at the drugstores. Before you used to have a prescription. I think everybody, I carry it in my pocketbook all the time, Narcan. I think everybody should carry it. You don't know. You can go to a store and somebody's overdosing or anything. You can go on your porch and somebody might be walking by or on the ground laying. You can save somebody's life just from Narcan. So I think every family member, I mean, everybody should have Narcan with them. It's free is it free? I don't think it's free at my pharmacy here. Hey, Jules, how are you? But yeah, now there's like the biggest problem is fentanyl. They're putting fentanyl in everything. You think you're buying a Percocet or Oxy or what have you, they got fentanyl in it. You think with cocaine, they would cut it, right? Because you can't do pure cocaine. You would die. I mean, you just can't. So they cut it up. Back in my day, it was baking soda or what have you. Um, but now they do it with fentanyl and you don't know, and you're having a heart attack, you're dying. Severe anxiety disorder, so on. Yeah, everyone should just yeah, I agree. Yes, I have a 25-year-old son. I stay scared for him. I'm so sorry. you know and the hard part is when somebody has an addiction, they have to want to get clean, right? I had to want it. I've shared this story. What got me where I had to stop was when I had Isaiah. He was 3 weeks old. When I found out I was pregnant, I didn't do anything. Nothing, right? I was pregnant. I was able to stop cold turkey. Uh, you know, and then he was 3 weeks old. And I'm living in the projects. I told you this, right? His father, I mean, ever since I found out I was pregnant, he like went like this. And I was like, oh my God, here we go again. And I was just fiending. And I remember my friend was with me and her daughter was 14. So Isaiah was downstairs in a car seat carrier with her daughter, not upstairs in the room with me. But I was drinking and I wanted more of a high. And I remember he was downstairs crying and it was like effing up my high because he's crying and I'm getting mad, not like taking it out on him. I'm getting mad. And I'll never forget the next morning, the guilt that I had, that's what made me stop drugs. Now, it took me a couple more months to get off of alcohol. Let's keep it 100, but I couldn't do it. That was the guilt because I said, I never wanted to put my kids what I went through as a child, right? And I was doing it to them. Now, I didn't have my other two kids with me. One thing about that, I never like did the drinking. If I ever started drinking, it was when they were sleeping, but I never went and got high when I had my kids with me. So I just want to put that clear because I didn't get high every time I drank. That's not the truth. Because my choice of drug was alcohol, was beer. But I never touched that stuff again. Just the guilt, but because I wanted to. That's the issue. People, you can make them go to rehab. It could be court ordered. They're only going to go because they were made. But if they don't want to get clean, they're not going to get clean. And that's the hard part. And I couldn't imagine, like you guys are saying, your family members and your kids. And I am so sorry. I really, really am. That has to be so hard. And I want to say this. I always thought my mother and father chose drugs and stuff over me. And I am telling you, that's not true. I promise you, I'm telling you from my own experience, it's not true. It's not. It's not the drugs. It's not the alcohol. It's not that. It's the addiction. It's the you don't want to get sick, and it's just the devil. That's exactly what it is. It's not that. So if you think, oh, well, they would just get clean if they love me, it's not that. I promise you. Because nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to feel like that. I would take a bullet for that. Nobody. You forgave your mom, good. Yeah, so did I. I did as well. Because for me, my mom was very depressed and different things, and I know that now as I'm older. Yeah, you figured that about your parents, yeah. But when you're a kid, you don't know. You just think that, right? But it's not. Like, somebody asked me one time, if I can go back in time, would I change my life? Yeah, of course I would change. Like, I wouldn't have kids at such an early age. And of course, I didn't want to raise my kids in the projects and have three kids by three different men, or like, of course, no. But I don't regret it, because it gave me empathy. I understand now, and I can teach and preach about it. Does that make sense? When I was younger, I was so vain, or I judged people so much. I called everybody a crackhead. And if I knew, this is what I would think when I'm 18, 19 years old. I'm like, that crackhead ain't getting in my car. I thought I was better than people, right? If you, whatever. And guess what? God taught me. He said, oh, you want to talk about people? If you would have told me at 18 years old I would have been a crackhead and this, and I would have been like, yeah, right. Guess what? And so that's why I'm the way that I am now. Right, life lessons. I don't judge people. How can I judge people's living situations or how they're raising their kids, unless they're abusing their kids or something like that? Let's keep that 100. When I raised my kids in the projects, where there's shootings, my kids seen stabbings, all of that, like, how can I judge? How can I judge anybody? Three kids by three different men, alcoholic, drug addict, sentenced to 4 years in prison, right? For drive-by. Let's keep it real. I did armed robbery. I did home invasions with my friends. My friends were in gangs. Now, we're going back 25, 30 years ago, right? But I did all that. And I could admit to it. I'm not going to act like I'm perfect, because I am far from perfect. So, because I have my life together now, I'm 48. But how can I judge somebody that's in their 20s and 30s that when I was that age? My God, right? I can't judge. And so that's the stuff that I'm glad I kind of experienced, because I get it. And most people just need a positive role model, right? Because sometimes people do this, right? Or they don't want to be bothered, or they don't have that positive role model. Right? If I had a positive role model, somebody that didn't look at me and judge me, maybe I would be in a better place when I was younger, but I didn't have that. I was looked at, she lives in the projects. She's got three kids by three, didn't know my story. She's got this, she's got this. She was in jail, right? They judge me from what they see, but they didn't realize I was in pain and stuff. Teach me. What happened? Was I offline? Because it just said came back. People need to hear this so they can be honest with themselves. Tell your story exactly. These feelings will pass. Yes. See, when I had that's why I started my blog channel, when I call it Just Anne's World. And I used to do a lot of talking, and people said I shared too much. And I'm like, no, if I can help one person, then I did my job. Now I don't go and tell my kids' personal business, right? Like, I don't tell you where they work at, or if they had surgeries, or what their health issues are. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. Nobody even knew when I was married. Nobody, you seen my husband, but you didn't know his name. To this day, I've never shared what my ex-husband's name was. And we've only been divorced since January. Never. So it's not like I exploit them, right? But I talk, because I am not perfect. And I want somebody that's going through a situation and can look at me and say, if she did it, I can do it. And so that's why. So when there are people say, "Oh, she shares too much," she's no, no, because I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I don't. The only one that was perfect that was living on this earth was Jesus Christ, and they talked about him, right? Teresa lived free. I weaned myself off one patch a week instead of every 24 hours. Are you talking about the fentanyl patch? Is that what you're talking about? Or cigarettes? I'm not sure. I have to go back up. You broke up a bit and it froze. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, Whiskey Fox, how you doing? Lena was that was the correct thing to do. We'd kick out our oldest daughter, did intervention, um, and treatment for 9 months, clean 8 years. So proud of her, right? Well, see, like with my mom, everybody went like this. Even me, my brother disowned my mom, right? I mean, I always stayed in my mom's life, but I should have did more, instead of just doing that and ignoring it, like that. But if it was my daughter, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. Sometimes though, you can't see the difference. There's a difference between going like this and enabling. There's two different things, right? Girls, you were always still there for your daughter. When your kids or who I'm sure when your daughter said, "Mom, I need help," you were right there. There's people that go like this and completely and don't ever see him again. That's what I'm talking about. But you can't enable people either. That's the worst part, is enabling somebody. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Okay, let me see. Curls, congrats on our daughters for changing. Amen. Amen. I can't imagine, and I keep saying it, but I can't imagine. I'm so sorry. But hopefully your kids can now, once they're clean and healthy and stuff, or I don't know how long it's been, that's your business, but maybe they can be a positive role model for somebody else that's going through it. There's always a reason why, that things happen. And maybe that's what, here's the thing, and I won't keep talking about this, and because I could talk about this for a long time. Sometimes, like, you ever go to NA meetings or AA meetings, and the teachers there, they were never former addicts. They just read a book. And to me, I don't understand that. How can you empathize? I mean, I guess you can empathize, but how I'd rather have somebody that is a recovering addict that understands, right? And so maybe that's what they're got to do, because they can understand that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Someone once told me, "Don't hurt yourself picking up the addict's broken pieces." It helped me realize I was right. See, that's the difference with the enabling. 5 years. Okay, that's a good time. And there's always, even now, 20 years, August, May, 20 years. Isaiah's 20. Remember I said he was 3 weeks old. Sometimes little things, the smell, certain things would trigger me. Now I'm fine. Like, if it was right in front of me, I would be like, I don't want that. I got to that place, but it took me a long time. But there's still, the devil's always in your head, right? And there are times that it does trigger me and it makes me think of it. And I'm like, nope, not today, Satan. But, you know, you just found out you're pregnant. Oh, congratulations, Rebecca. Oh, that's awesome. Best piece of advice I can give anyone. You can. Oh, I just read that. Yes, congratulations. Oh my God, Mel, I'm so sorry. Damn. Always a chance to exactly. Yep. But as time goes on, you get stronger. That was great advice, Barbara. It really, really was. See, that's why I like talking about this type of stuff, because you guys are on here. You can get better advice than me, and that's why I do it. So when people be like, "Ann shares too much, Ann does this," no, no, right? And look, you don't know, but you could be in the chat right now and somebody's listening, lurking, listening, not in the chat, but listening, and you could be helping them out. You never know what you could be doing for somebody. I will be a young mom. Well, I was 18. I don't know how old you are, but I was 18, and you will be okay. Trust me. God don't make mistakes. Oh, you're 16. Well, I don't know what to say about that, you know. Hopefully you have strong parents and your parents are there, and a lot of us have gone through a lot. Yeah, that's true. I'm only going to stay on here a couple minutes. We've been on here 2 friggin' hours. I didn't see friggin' like that, you know. Um, so I'm only going to stay on here a minute. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Amen. That's true. Yep. Start looking for resources in your areas and make use of them. Don't ever feel shame for asking for help. That's yes. Yep. You can do this. You are so much stronger. Yep. Oh my God, Daniel, I'm so sorry. 33. That's the age Jesus was when he died. Same age as my father. 33. I love that number. My 17-year-old niece just found out she's pregnant. Listen, I can't talk. I was a teen mom. I mean, I was 18. I was legal, but I was still a teenager, so I can't talk, you know. Me, I got pregnant for the wrong reasons. I was like, well, if we have a family, he'll love me forever. You know, I was looking for that love, that white picket fence that I wasn't raised in. And I'll tell you what, that does not make a man stay. That was all the wrong reasons, you know. But I'm so glad. My son, Tyler, who's 29, he was the biggest blessing in my life. Like, oh, I don't know what I would do without him. Oh, wow, you know. That gives me hope. Because you really want to be a mom. Listen, my grandmother had my aunt. So we grew up as sisters. We were only 8 years apart. My grandmother was 41 when she had my aunt, you know? So thank you, everyone. Y'all are so supportive. Well, that's what we try to do over here, Rebecca, you know? And don't be ashamed or put your pride to ask for help. I lost my brother to an opiate overdose, found him 3 days later, and still think about him every day. He was my best friend in here. Oh, I'm so sorry, George. Mm. I'm a late mom too, 36, still hoping for another one. I hear you, Tammy. Like I said, my grandmother was 41, and then she tried again when she was 43. You know? Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss too. I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. Mm. All right, I'm going to get off of here. It has been 2 hours. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but it'll probably be at nighttime. And we're going to do StreamYard where you guys can come up and we can talk and all that type of stuff. I so appreciate you guys. I really, really do. And thank you guys for just keeping the drama out of here. And, you know, like I said, even if you're in here and have issues with people or what have you, just ignore it. And this is always going to be a safe space. Okay. So just remember that no drama over here. And I don't want to get involved in, in anybody's drama. Do you know what I mean? So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll premiere it to let you guys know, but we'll go live around this time. Don't forget to thumbs up the video or come back and thumbs it up. Also, if you can, come back and leave a comment because that helps out with engagement. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. All right, I'm getting off of here. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Okay, bye.